Hello out there in cyberspace. Welcome to Needle to the Groove's first, and hopefully not our last, radio show. We haven't come up with a name for it yet. Like I said, this is our first show. The theme of our show for this week is going to be obscure soul vocal groups of the 70s. So for the next half hour, you'll be hearing some very, very rare 45s and other cuts from vocal groups of the 70s. The 70s only. It's a little bit of information dropped in between records here and there. I'm your host, UNEDITED 29. And we're going to get things underway very, very soon. If you're new to the site, I would love to hear some feedback on the show. We want to continue to keep doing this. We do this strictly for the love of the music. Strictly for the love of the music. And we know there's a lot of you out there that love the music just as much as we do. And we want to keep doing it as long as we can. So your feedback is very, very important to us. So I'm going to try to minimize the talking here, and the next couple of minutes are going to get underway. This first tune we're going to listen to is by a group of gentlemen by the name of The Creations. The funny thing about this one record here, it came out on the Silver Blue label. Silver Blue 1974. Also came out under another name. The next name it came out under, the group came out under the Richmond extension. For some reason or another, they printed up copies also under the title of The Creations. As you know, there are like at least 5 creation groups out there. 4 of them being R&B groups. One being a doo-wop group, but we'll get into that at another time on the show. The first cut we'll be playing, like I said, is from The Creations, as they're called on this particular 45. Everything's Coming Up Love. It's also a tune that was done by the great David Ruffin on Motown. Everything's Coming Up Love.
In the springtime, beneath the light of the moon,
Everything's Coming Up Love. That was The Creations on the Silver Blue label from 1974. Also, something else that strikes me ironic about this particular cut in this group. It was production by Van McCoy, written by Van McCoy. Van also produced the version that David Ruffin did later on sometime in the mid 70s. He produced the album also. That's the only other version that I've heard of it. Ruffin has a good versions. He has a good, anything he does is good, you know. But I'm more partial to the groups. You know how that goes. So the next song we have coming up is by a group by the name of the Princes of Love on RCA. Now, the thing about this album, this particular album was so looked over. From 1978 on the RCA label. This group happened to be put together by two brothers. That's Joey Coleman and William Coleman. Joey Coleman was formerly in True Reflection, for those of you who are in the know. They had a hit with It Really Hurts. That was Yesterday. Those are two deep cuts off that album, True Reflection. Also in that group was a Future Temptation, Glenn Leonard. Glenn Leonard also, he did a short stint with the Unifics out of D.C. This is a very, very good album. At one time was very hard to find. It has recently been put into print on CD. Thank God for that, with the paper sleeve. I believe a Japanese distributor. But it's available. It's out there with 4 bonus tracks. I'm glad they made this available finally to the public. It's about time, guys, because this is a damn good album. The cut I'm going to play off that album is Tag Along. Tag Along. You might have heard this. Some of you might have not. This might be your first time. If you've heard it before, just sit back and enjoy. If not, sit back and really, really enjoy, because it's something special. It's definitely something special. It's Tag Along by the Princes of Love.
Just like magic, you reappeared. So I'm gonna ask you now, can I tag along? I wanna know where you're going. Can I tag along? Can I tag along? Tag along? Can I tag along? I wanna know more about you. Can I tag along with you? Wherever you lead me, I will follow. Any place on the earth or on the moon, just me and you. If I had just half a chance, you'd never want another man but me. Hey, you will see.
was Tag Along by the Princes of Love. That was Richard Gant on lead on that cut. That song was also written and arranged by T.G. Conway and Alan Felder. You might recognize the names T.G. and Alan. They did a lot of things with the Spinners, Blue Magic, you know, a lot of the Philly groups. It's definitely the Philly sound. Definitely so. The next cut I'm going to play for you, this is a very, very rare one. This is on that very sought-after gold plate imprint. Yes, you're familiar with the one, the Chicago Gangsters. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. In fact, the next cut I'm going to play is not the Chicago Gangsters, but this group is affiliated with them. The group, the Harmonics, on the gold plate imprint. The song was written and arranged by James and Leroy McCant. You know the McCant brothers of the Chicago Gangsters on the same imprint. This is one of their earlier productions. Don't quote me on the date. Possibly 71, 72. Don't hold it against me, guys out there, if the date isn't right. You can always blog me and let me know the correct date, okay? But we're going to get into that right now. It's the Harmonics with Let Me Go. That was Let Me Go by the Harmonics on the Gold Plate label. That was a good cut right there. Very hard one to find. We're gonna play a group now that's very near and dear to my heart. I love this group. The Natural Four. Not the Natural Four on Curtum. No, no, no. I'm talking about the Natural Four on ABC before the group change. This was the Natural Four. The Natural Four: Chris James, Alan Richardson, Al Bowden, John January. This is before Chris rehauled the whole group and the sound just totally changed. Chris wasn't leading as much as he was on the ABC sides and the Bula Bula sides, the singles. Bula Bula was the label that they started with before ABC took over distribution. Rare Stuff. Again, this album came out in 1970. Late 69, early part of 1970. It has yet, and I repeat, it has yet to be remastered and put on CD, which is a crime because this is a great album. This is off the Good Vibes album on ABC. The name of this song is Same Thing in Mind.
I had the same thing in mind, baby. I felt the same joy inside while we were dancing. My lips wanted to speak like yours. My heart was burning so. I felt the same way too. Oh baby, I had the same warm desire. Baby, you could have seen it in my eyes. It shows, baby. Yes, I was nervous too, wanting to tell it to you. I felt the same way too. Oh baby, couldn't you see it? Oh, on my face. When you're in love, something you can't erase. No matter how you try, it's gonna come out baby. It's your baby. Ah, they have the same mind. Eternal love that will last as each day goes by. This is a precious day. It must remain this way. 'Cause you felt the same way too. Oh, baby. I felt the same way, baby.
I never get tired of hearing that song. Every time I hear it, it's always like the first time. That was The Natural Four off the Good Vibes album. Same thing in mind. Same thing in mind. Uh, little more trivia about this group. Apparently, I don't know if I don't know if Chris Brown got disenchanted with the group that he had on this particular outing on ABC, but he overhauled the whole group. I mean, I know they formed in San Francisco. They started out in about 67, and I'd say about after maybe a one-off single on Chess, they had a nice version of, I believe it was the first version before the Whispers version, Give a Little Love on Chess. The B-side of that was The Devil Made Me Do It. There's a very, very close version to the Whispers. I like both versions. After that single, he did a whole overhaul of the group. He got rid of everybody. He replaced the guys with the Natural Four that a lot of people are more familiar with from the Can This Be Real fame in '73. That was Daryl Kennedy, Steve Striplin, and Delmos Whitley. And Chris didn't do as many leads. I mean, he was still, founder of the group and the lead sing, but he just didn't lead as much as he did. The sound got a little more laid back, sort of smoothed out. I prefer the Natural Four on ABC. I don't know. Just my, my opinion. What do you think? Let me know on the blog. That's one thing that's really important about this radio show. We want to know what you think. How are we doing on our first show? Do you like what we're playing? You have any suggestions? Please blog us. needletothegroove.com. Come check us out. We've been gone the whole summer. We had to do a lot of things, overhaul. But we're getting it together. We're going to be ready for 2008. It's going to be a lot of good things happening. A lot of interviews, hopefully some live streams coming real soon. More interviews, more stories. A lot of stories are going to be finished. That's an inside joke. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of more stories. Music reviews, things like that. We have a lot of things going on. There's going to be a book coming out real soon. 2 books. So just log on and blog and let us know what you think. We're doing this for the people just like us who have a love for this music, want to keep it alive. This has always been a dream of mine. I never would have thought maybe 10 years ago I could be sitting here and talking to so many people. This technology is amazing. You gotta take advantage of that technology, people. I'm telling you. For those people who are out there and that are computer illiterate, please get literate. You're missing out on so much out there, especially if you love this type of music. There's so much out there for you. Okay, that's enough talk. This next cut is from a group called The Victones. The Victones. On Front Page. They have a very, very nice cover of a Temptations classic, Two Sides to Love. Yeah, that's that sweet one that Eddie was singing lead on. Yeah, you're familiar with it. It's from that With a Lot of Soul album. This particular cover came out in 1970, another cut from 1970. This is The Victones with Two Sides to Love.
first taste of love broke your little heart, and it confused you and misused you and left you in the dark. But let me walk into your world, baby. Let me walk on in. Sadness and confusion into your world. I'll show you a side of love, baby. Let me walk on in. But you must have faith in me, for my heart is true. You see, there's a side to love, and the side you had wasn't a side for you. True love is an emotion. You can feel it right away, oh baby. Nothing misleading about it. It's plain as the nose on your face. Make no mistakes about it. 'Cause there's two sides to love, baby. Two sides to love. Stretch out your arms, open up your heart. Let me impress you with the love that's true. Though your trust is torn apart, when I work a miracle that will change you. I repair all your dreams, baby, that were shattered and torn in two. I'll change your gray sky to blue. Believe I can do it. Sides to love. Would you believe? Two sides to love. Come over.
That was the Victones, Two Sides to Love. That's another great cut. I don't know too much about this group. I know the song was this particular session was produced by Milton Howard, produced by Bobby Robinson. So I'm thinking maybe they came out of New York. The label's on Front Page Records. It was distributed nationally by Stax Records. I don't know. They could have been from Memphis. They don't really sound like a Memphis group, though. They did have a nice, sweet sound. Maybe a little later on in the show, I'll play the B-side. The B-side's really good, too. Somebody Really Loves You. Guess who? Getting back to a group I had discussed earlier, True Reflection. What a great group. These guys were from D.C. Contained one of the brothers that put together Princes of Love. I played a cut by them earlier, Tag Along. That was Joey Coleman. Also in the group, everybody knows Glenn Leonard, who went on to bigger things to become a Temptation. Bobby Cox and Joe Blunt made up the group True Reflection. Where I'm Coming From came out in 1973. This was a very, very underrated album they did for Atco Records. The production was definitely, definitely Philly associated. All the songs recorded at Sigma Sound in Philly, and a lot of the songs, well, all the songs were written by Bob Currington. Bob Currington, Lester and Lester. You know those guys. Bob Currington did some things also with the modulations on Buddha. He worked with a lot of the Philly groups also. You'll see his name on a lot of different things. If you look on the label to a lot of recordings. The particular cut I'm going to play off that album is second cut on side 1. That was Yesterday. That was arranged by the great Norman Harris. Some of you might be familiar with the True Reflection. For those of you who are just for the first time hearing this, make sure you're sitting down because this is some heavy stuff I'm about to hit you with here. This is True Reflection. That was Yesterday.
To see you, oh how I love you. That was yesterday. Hey baby, that was yesterday. I remember and I needed you. Yes, I needed you, baby.
That was yesterday by True Reflection. I told you that was a heavy one. Hope you was sitting down when you heard that one, if you heard it for the first time. Next group I'm going to play, another favorite of mine. It's like they're all my favorites, right? I say that every other record. I'm really, really partial to this group. Executive Suite. Not going to play the song that you think I'm going to play now. The Executive Suite is known for their very first, their very first Billboard charting hit, I'm a Winner Now. Also, When the Fuel Runs Out in 74, and Your Love is Paradise, which is an exquisite, sweet soul record. All of those on North Bay and Babylon. Picked up distribution later on. This is Executive Suite's their very first single on Jubilee. This single doesn't even appear on the Polydor pressing of the Executive Suite Part 1. What's ironic about this particular song, Daryl Hall sings on this. I don't know if not too many people know that. Daryl Hall sings on this. Legend has it that one of the guys was late getting to the studio, or he couldn't make it, so Daryl just felt inclined and he sang on it. Him and Vince, as in Vincent Unto, lead singer of Executive Suite. Vincent Unto, Henry Tootin, Billy Tyler, and Charles Conyers. They're from Camden, right over the bridge. It's like a little Philly over there. But Camden is New Jersey, for those of you who think otherwise. It's New Jersey. It's just very, very close to Philadelphia. Very small, too. Okay, I don't mean that for all you people out there in Camden. I love Camden. I've been there. A lot of history in Camden. They started out as the Millionaires, and they actually changed their name. Executive Suite has said that actually Daryl had a hand in the name change, and they cut one single on Jubilee, and from there was history in the making. Classic stuff. This was a top-notch group. I can't think of not mentioning this group when we have discussions of high tenor groups and sweet soul. Executive Suite always comes to mind. It always comes to mind. So I'm going to play that cut that Daryl's on, which is their first single on Jubilee. This is, the title is Christine. Christine by Executive Suite.
You can still be free.
That was Christine by Executive Suite. I know you heard a young Daryl Hall singing on a second lead there. I know people, Hall and Oates fans, they got a kick out of that. Yep, that was Daryl. Next cut I'm going to play is by a group on a GSF label. At one time or another, many of us knew them as the Diplomats, but they would later become the group that you're about to hear right now. The Skull Snaps. Don't ask me where they got the name. It could be because of the funky music that they played. I haven't a clue. All I know is they used to be the Diplomats, and they went through some kind of metamorphosis, and they became the Skull Snaps in the 70s. You know you're familiar with Sam Cully, Irvin Waters, and George Bragg. They were produced on the GSF label by the infamous George Kerr, executive producer Lloyd Price. So, wow, I wish I could have been in that studio when he was cutting these records. So it's a lot of good stuff off that album. Another album which just not too long ago became available. At one time, this album, the original album on GSF, not the reissue, the original album would run you anywhere from $200 to $300. In some places more. I've heard of some person somewhere paying $500 for the original Skull Snaps release on GSF. This was way back in, maybe the late 80s, I'd say, when we were running around hunting for all of this stuff. A lot of it's becoming available, which is always good for a collector. The cut I'm going to play off that album now is Having You Around, which really doesn't get much play. I'm saying it, DJ, so if you hear me, I'm saying it. This play this. Felix, everybody, this needs to be played. They may not play it, but I'm playing it. This is good stuff right here. You haven't heard anything like this anywhere. Just listen to the instrumentation these guys are using. Listen to the flamenco-like guitar in the beginning. You just don't hear stuff like this now. This is the Skull Snaps, Having You Around.
Just to have you near when I need you makes me burn and tingle inside, girl. Even though you may not love me yet, I'm willing to give you the word. On a and tribulations were a crime. You name it, and I'll go through it if that would make you mine. Science has a way of explaining what is new, but with all their theory, they can't categorize my love for you. You don't have to love me, girl, you don't have to care. I just want you near me, each and everywhere. 'Cause I'll bring you kisses on a rainbow made of gold. Create a fountain of youth so you never, never go. All these things I do with all my heart and soul, 'cause I enjoy, truly enjoy having you around, baby, having you around. Just to have you near when I need you, girl. 'Cause I need your love so bad now. Having you around, baby.
That was the Skull Snaps, having you around. Deep stuff, huh? This next cut I'm gonna play. Of course, you're familiar with the lead singer. There's a little story that goes along with this next cut I'm gonna play. This is actually this is the first Blue Magic. This is Ted Mills with the Topics. The Topics will later become Blue Magic. You'll hear them on Spell and Guess Who. After that particular 45 came out, they junked the rest of the group. They kept Ted and they added the four guys you would come to know as Blue Magic. Inside sources that were there at the time, they told me the guys that they had, they were just a ragtag bunch of guys, and they really couldn't get it together. So, they took the best out of the group, Ted, and they paired them up with some younger guys. To me, personally, my opinion, I love the sound that the guys had. They were a little more mature, a little more raw. It's a little more of a raw sound. I don't know what happened. Maybe the guys weren't dedicated. I don't know. But they definitely replaced them. We've heard of that more than once, in this business. That's the same thing that happened with the Moments, but that's another story, another show. We might get into that at another show. We were playing some Moments, or some Stang groups, or some more George Kerr produced groups. But right now, we're gonna play you "Give It a Chance to Grow" by The Topics, featuring young Ted Mills.
So you say you're not satisfied. Tell me that your heart wants more. you don't need me, baby. All you wanna do is tease me, baby. But I've got news for you. I won't be that fool anymore because the answer's so clear. I'm standing right here. Whoa. Give it a chance to grow. Come on, darling, and give it a chance to grow. Just give it a try, baby. Don't you worry about it, darling. I'll be standing by to see you through, girl. And all the while I'll be loving you. Give it a chance to grow. Come on, darling, and give it a chance to grow. Just give it a try. Listen, darling, don't you ever worry about it. You can't live without it. Oh, give it a chance to grow. Give it a chance to grow. Don't you know what I
That was Give It a Chance to Grow, the Topics, featuring Ted Mills on the Larsom label. Say that was about, I believe that was 1970. I could be wrong. The next selection I'm going to get into by another popular group, the Persuaders. This is when they moved to the Cala label. It's a little further down in their career. I know, but personally, not really. Chart-wise, maybe. But to me, they still had it. They still had the chops. They still sounded very, very good. Douglas Scott was at peak form right here. There's no question about it. They were a New York City group. They formed in '69 with Douglas Smokey Scott, Willie Holland, James Barnes, and Charles Stoghill. And then they changed the lineup a little bit. I believe twice, actually. After the release of the first album, it's a Thin Line, Between Love and Hate, the big hit. The lineup changed, and they got Thomas Lee Hill. And I also forgot to mention that Richard Gant and Willie Coleman sang with the Persuaders. Sorry, wrong group. The Persuaders. At one point, Willie Coleman and Richard Gant, being from a group that I played earlier, the Princes of Love. They were at one time one of the members of the Persuaders. This particular cut came off of the It's All About Love album on Cala. We're talking late 70 here, 77. You can listen for yourself. This should have been a big hit. I do believe this made Billboard. This was on the Billboard Hot 100 in the 30s somewhere. But it was a good song. It was a very good song. I'm going to play it for you right now. This is the Persuaders with I Need Love.
sweet, so sweet. Now all that left is the scent of her perfume. Everywhere I turn, I see a face. She keeps on me. Oh, oh. If you see my baby, would you tell her for me? Tell her for me. I'm as lonely as a man can be. I need love, love. I need love. Sweet love, sweet love. If you see my baby, would you tell her for me? Tell her for me. I'm as lonely as a man can be. I need love, love. I need love, I need love. I thought that money was everything. Ooh, it can't buy the joy that she could bring. I'd give it all up to have her back. So if you see her, would you please tell her that? Now I see the light. I see the light. And I miss it every night. Oh, if you see my baby, would you tell her for me? I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely, lonely, lonely. I need love. I need her sweet love. Now I understand. I understand what you say when you say don't kiss your heart out. Oh, do you need love? Really, really need love. Now I know what you meant, babe, when you say you couldn't take it no more. So if you see, would you tell her I say I need love, oh, a sweet love, a sweet, 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 sweet love. If you see my baby, tell her for me. I'm so lonely, lonely, lonely. I need love. Sweet love, sweet love. You got to have, you got to have. I'm as lonely as a man can be. I need love. I need love, love. If you see my baby, would you tell her for me? I'm as lonely as a man can be. I need love. I need
That was I Need Love by the Persuaders. That was a great cut off that album. That was the It's All About Love album, 1977 on Calla. Once again, it's Felder, Harris, and Currington. Those Philly guys, they had that Philly touch. It was arranged by T.G. Conway. I Need Love. Smokey was in rare form there. Rest in peace. Oh, seems like we're running out of time. We're actually, it's going on 6 minutes over time. When it gets good, it's just hard to stop playing these. This is the next cut. This is going to take us to the West Coast, all the way to California. I believe Compton, California. The home of a lot of good talent like War, the Silvers, the Jackson Sisters. This group, another underrated group of that time period. It's about 73 on Sussex, Master Fleet. It was made up of 4 guys, I believe 2 brothers, Uh, Two brothers, Sterling and Stephen Rice. They were twins, actually. Um, Ronald Gibbs and Linus Seth, who was the leader of the group. He wrote a lot of the material. They were just kids, basically. Say maybe the oldest was at the most 19. Between the ages of 17 and 19. But they had a heavy sound for such a young group of kids. The cut I'm gonna play. The cut I'm gonna play is "Until Tomorrow," penned by Seth for the group. Linus Seth, "Until Tomorrow." It's Master Fleet, "Until Tomorrow."
Hey, baby, can you slip on a dream? If I gave my word to you, whoa, because I must find a way into your heart. Until tomorrow, baby, the sun will shine. Until tomorrow, and darling, I know you'll be mine. Until hey, baby, I got something I wanna tell you. I've been watching you closely. Yeah, yeah. This is how I feel. How I feel. Whoa, because I must find a way into your heart. Until tomorrow, and baby, the sun will shine. Until tomorrow, and darling, I know you'll be mine. Until tomorrow, oh. Until
That was "Until Tomorrow." Master Fleet. I don't mind the little dustiness on the record there. Normally on any radio station, if they have a skip or a jump in the CD, they'll stop the record. I hear that's not gonna happen. I had to let you hear the whole song. It's just a little dusty, but things like that happen when you're spinning vinyls. All a part of the game. All a part of the game. Ah, I see. It's that time. Wow, can't believe it's been over an hour. Over an hour already. Well, like I said, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be doing this. Hopefully, a lot longer. And I'm hoping to get some feedback real soon on our very first show here at Needle to the Groove. I say by the second show we'll have a name. We just hope you keep tuning in. And all you bloggers out there, we really want you to blog. It's real important. You gotta have some feedback on this. Here at Needle to the Groove, we enjoy what we do. And we want to keep doing it. You know. And for all you people, music lovers, we're still making CDs, so get your orders in. Look through our catalog. We can send you the catalog right online. Just come check us out at needletothegroove.com. Remember our slogan, if it makes you move, it's at Needle to the Groove. I'm Unific29, and this has been our first web broadcasting of our radio show at Needle to the Groove. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. Peace.